Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I hope that you would subscribe if you want to see the different decorating and remodeling things that we're doing with our 1880 cottage here in Northeast Arkansas, or want to check out the urban gardening and landscaping we'll be doing this year. Stay tuned, subscribe, like and subscribe, all the fun things. Anyways, today I thought I would come to you guys from our kitchen and show you a little bit of what we've done. This makeover project. Sorry, I've got cat and dog below my feet and they're still trying to make friends. Let's see. You can't see Puppy because she's dark. She blends in and the cat's over there. So a little life update for you guys. Here's Nugget. You guys might remember her from the farm. There's Nuggie. She was one of our outdoor farm cats. And then here's our new puppy, Maple. She's getting humongous. She's 13 weeks old and she's really smart and she's doing really good for the most part. Yeah, I'm talking about you. So anyways, we brought Nugget home from the farm. All she's ever known was living outside. She's been in the house now, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Took some effort to actually litter box train her. She did have some accidents around the house. At first, she was harder to train than Peaches, our other cat. She just immediately began using the litter box, never had any mistakes or accidents. This one, on the other hand, was a little more work, and what we ended up doing was actually just confining her to one of the bedrooms with food, water, toys, bed, and litter box, and no surfaces other than just the floor, because she had actually gone on like soft surfaces like rugs and things like that. So we eliminated all of that and left her in there. Of course, we would come in there and play with her every day, check on her and all that stuff. But pretty much left her confined in there for 3 days. She taught herself how to use the litter box. It's been great ever since. So that's wonderful. So it's fun having an inside cat that's like a normal cat. You see her cruising along the bar stools, checking things out, semi-hiding from the dog. They're really trying to make friends. It's been a rough little go of it. Mostly now, it's that the puppy is afraid of the cat, which is good. I think that's best case scenario. Anyway, so they hang out together. They'll be in the same space, look at each other, and just kind of really curious, but not really interacting yet. So anyways, about this kitchen. So we do have it about, I would say 90% done. We did all of the painting and everything. However, we are still going to do something with the floor, so I'll show you that up close here in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to preface with that this has the original hardwood floors, but they painted them black at some point in time. And you can tell that it's it's wood floor. Look at the texture and you can see the grain and everything. But you can also see where it's coming up and it looks really bad. So we have two options there. We're either going to just paint over that with a dark brown instead of black to match the real hardwood floor here in the dining room that it leads to. You can see the transition there is not lovely. This dark is so harsh. I'm actually not a fan of a lot of black elements in a space. I like it more of like a kind of an accent. Like the countertops here are black. But anyways, and like obviously I have a black dining room chair there, but it's mixed in with a lot of other things and it's really just an accent. Having this floor all solid black throughout this room is just, in my opinion, it's too harsh. You can tell I like bright colors. I like, you know, it's just a sea of black and I don't like it. So what would really be great is if we could sand all this off and restore the original floor. But we're kind of thinking there's a reason they painted over it. Maybe there's something wrong with it. We don't really know. So we'll just have to kind of take that. It's going to depend on when we feel like tackling that project. For now, we've left it off because we got everything else done. The space is very livable. It's very beautiful. And it's really nice for now. So let me turn the camera around. I'm going to show you some things we've done and hope you enjoy. So this is the view of the kitchen that we see most often when we're coming home. Come in the side door and come in this little laundry room pass-through area. And this is what we're greeted with. We love this room. You may remember from the short video that I did that I was torn on doing the walls the wainscoting here, either that orange or like a light sage green. And I'm glad we ended up going with the orange. We do have this color throughout the house as an accent color, and we love it. And in here, it also feels like an accent color because these ceilings are so tall, and I think they're 12 to 15 feet. And we did the top in the color Sweet Coconut Milk, which is what we have all throughout the house. And you can kind of see up here where the Sweet Coconut Milk meets the cabinets, that the original color of those is not quite a white. You can see the difference there, and how the Sweet Coconut Milk is a creamier white. It's not real white. And the ceilings we have not painted. They're still just the original color that they were. Got some fake plants here, which I love that. You guys, almost all this stuff is from Amazon. So I will link items below just in case you're curious. When I first moved in, I did put this stained glass here. This right here is a sticker, because this window just faces out to like a side road, and people could literally just see in the kitchen at night with the light on. So I put this here for privacy, and I wanted to kind of stick with the age of the home. Really glad I did that. I did the same thing on the front door, which also has 4 windows. And these right here are original. This is one of the original doors. It's got the historic emblem on the outside. You can see the original knob here. Beautiful detailing, love this. And they just added a lock. So I guess while we're here, I'll show you. The dog is really curious. So here's one of the oldest doors in the house. And I really think that this was originally the front of the house. This was the front door. I've mentioned that before in other videos. This goes out to our side porch there, where the magnolia tree is. Every door in this house has a quirk. It either has to be lifted, pulled to the left or the right, or whatever to get it to close right. That doesn't bother me at all. That's one of the perks of living in a really old historic house. We did have to fix a lot of doors and doorknobs and door jambs and hinges. When we first moved in, there were several doors that actually just wouldn't close all the way. Quiet, please. That hung weird or whatever. So a lot of those things were fixed in the very beginning. And fun story, I will just kind of distract myself here with really quick and share with you guys, is my husband and I and our youngest daughter had gone down to like the downtown area to look at just kind of the stores and different things down there. And we went into this antique store because we love antiquing. We just love all old things. And we had talked about before that'd be really cool if we could find some skeleton keys just to like hang on the wall, because we think they're really cool looking. A lot of the doors in this house, the original wood doors, have the skeleton key locks. So we actually hit the jackpot, and we found this like a ring that this lady had like 40 skeleton keys on. All different sizes, all different colors and whatever. It was really fun. And my husband was like, hey, cool, let's get some of these. So we picked out 4, and then we had our youngest daughter pick out a 5th one because she wanted one for fun. And this one right here is going to be a poor example because I can't get it out of the door. So anyways, we got home and we thought we should try those in the doors and just see. Wouldn't it be cool if they fit, right? 3 of the keys, you guys, fit 3 different doors. Can you believe that? Just randomly out of the 5 that we picked, 3 of them fit. This is one of the old doors. It would have been an exterior door because that's the sun porch. They just closed in at some point. So this door, which is a really pretty door, I really like it. It was painted white at some point, obviously. But it's got this beautiful like pearl looking knob. And eventually when we have a lot more done with the house, we'll come back and we'll do these fine details and, you know, get paint off of stuff like this. You know, right now we're just trying to do the big stuff. But anyway, so this is one of the keys that we found, and you can tell it works the lock. This one's a little rough, but it works it and it fits, and they don't, oh, there we go. That's how I have to get it out. Okay, there you go. So some people have said skeleton keys are a one size fits all. That is not true. because out of our 5 that we got, they do not all fit all doors. Okay, so moving back into the kitchen here. So I found these curtains online. Actually, believe it or not, you guys, it took me like 3 months to pick out the curtains I wanted in this space. Before, there were black curtains up here, and I just knew I did not like those. These are odd height windows. So what we have are like a set of kitchen curtains here with the valance at the top. But then in order for them to be the height we need, there's just like a little tension rod in there, and then they kind of overlap, which is fine. But so I looked and looked and looked and looked, and finally one day came across these, and that was after I had found these paintings. Where's a good example? There's that one with the monstera in it, and I knew I wanted these in this kitchen to bring in more of the plant element, because you know I'm a plant lover. So when I saw these and I saw the monstera on here and all these different plants, they're so beautiful. And then plus it has color because there's little pops of flowers. Oh my God, you guys, aren't these beautiful? Oh, I just love them. Anyways, and then when I saw they had hummingbirds on them, I said, that's them, sold. I need those because hummingbirds are really special to me. My late grandmother passed away when I was 15 years old, and she always loved hummingbirds. And so several years after she passed, myself, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin all went and got a tattoo in memory of her. So I have a hummingbird on my right ankle, and I've always loved hummingbirds ever since I got older, and especially when I began gardening and seeing hummingbirds around my property, and I started growing flowers and things that hummingbirds love. So I really love them. It's important to me. It was just a really fun thing to include in the design element of this kitchen that belongs to a plant lover. So we open those up every morning to let the light stream in. And then this is a little odd window over here. Has no screen on it. Or actually it's got the, where they did the double pane windows. So it's got the old school latch here, which this is officially now the only window in the house that opens. But my oldest son, oh, I say that and now it's not going to open. My oldest son got this open for me, and now it seems like it's kind of stuck again. But he actually took this window off the hinges and everything, and there's another window on the other side. So eventually we will replace that other window with a screen so we can open this when we're cooking or it's really hot. That would be great because it's so high, so people still can't see in. Because this is how high this window is. I'm 5'4", and this is where the window starts. So maybe like 5 foot and up. So it's beautiful. It's a great way to let in light but have privacy. And then in later parts of the year when the trees fill in, it's just going to be green everywhere. Because you can see those trees out there will all fill in nicely. All right, so over here, my husband got me this magnetic knife thing for storage because it's a smaller kitchen. And he actually got me this knife set for Christmas because it was something I wanted. And they are really cool and they're fun, and it makes me happy to work with them, which, you know, I'm all about that. I buy all things that make things prettier or more fun. But I don't really love them on the wall because you can see obviously the color does not go, nor does this red air fryer. So I am that level of ridiculous that I will eventually replace a few more things so that everything is really cohesive. Thought I would show you up here. This shelf was really nice. There's an outlet here, so they probably had a little TV there back in the day, just like most grandmas did, had a tiny little TV in the kitchen. This is a real plant, and it's been happy there, so I'm so stoked. And then we've got, oh, this is a real succulent my husband got me for my birthday. And it's got like 3 different kinds, but he said he got me this because this looks like Shrek's ear, which it does, and it's adorable. And then I just got this cute little container to store dishwashing pods in because I think it's cute. And this is one of my, a set of 3 jars. And I was actually going to put all 3 up on this shelf together, and I ended up liking them better separated across the kitchen for different uses. So then these are the flowers that My son and daughter-in-law, future daughter-in-law, got us for Valentine's. Wasn't that sweet of them? And then we've just got some little knickknacks we keep in the windows because I love knickknacky things. I'm a knickknacky person. It's a little pottery thing one of our kids made. And this is fake, but it's really cute. So I did buy this set of utensils because they're all like that silicone, so they won't mess up my pans. And they were the right color to fit into our new color scheme. We've just got some storage here, and eventually we'll hang another sign or something up there just for fun. This island, when we originally bought the house, was actually out on the side porch, which we thought was kind of odd, but I love it. We got it moved in the house, and this is a marble top. It was really freaking heavy, but it was made for this space. Got a built-in cutting board we've yet to even use because we honestly forget that it exists, but that's very cool. And then it's got a very deep drawer in there. And most of the time, this is very unorganized. That's what we've got in there, just different pans and stuff. And this cute mini pink toaster. Look at that. I bought that after I bought my pink dishes, or my pink pots. And then when I decided what color to do in here, I realized they really don't go. So I probably honestly will replace them to get something more in the color palette of what we've got going on in here now. I like to keep the island decorated for whatever holiday it is. I got this little 3-pack of these. Oh, it's gonna fall. Different, they hold different little signs, and there's 3 frames. And so I've got these 2 here so that there's something cute holiday related on both sides. And then the third one I think is in the dining room. But the kit from Amazon came with like 25 different ones. So there's every holiday plus like a welcome home or home sweet home. And then there's birthdays and anniversaries. So that's really fun. And then here's just some of my favorite salt and pepper shakers. I love owls. This is one of those plants, one that my husband got me for my birthday, where it's purple on the other side. It's kind of hard to see here. You can see, look at that. So pretty. Love it. I have another one of these on my desk, but it doesn't look like this on top. It's just a different, probably like a cousin. Anyways, love that. One of the things that we did in this space, I collect coffee cups when we travel, and I just love coffee cups. So we got this rack here on Amazon because this is, you can write on it, like chalkboard, and I thought it would be fun to write something cool on there. Like on the Amazon ad, it says "Stay Weird." I thought that'd be fun, but I actually didn't like how I wrote it on there, so I've just not redone it yet. But these are just some of our favorite coffee cups. It doesn't even hold all of my collection, but enough that I could take them off of these surfaces. And then over here, we've got our little mini Keurig and mini espresso machine with coffee. I really wanted to provide a lot of like accent details around here because everything is so white in the upper half of the kitchen. So this is like a flower dry hanging rack that I got on Amazon. That is an actual stick, and those are real flowers and stuff, and I could have totally done that myself. However, I really liked that it was just done for me, and it was really affordable. So that will just stay there all the time. And up here we've got a fake plant there on the edge, which also again from Amazon. And those books up there, oddly enough, were back there in that corner. You couldn't even see them until I got up there to paint. And I thought it was really fun to just kind of stack them and leave them there for fun because I love reading, I love books, and I love having books everywhere. And then get this, fun story. So most of this wall decor and everything was up, and we had finished painting. It was probably about 2 weeks ago. And the wall decor I ordered from Amazon came in, we got it up. When I was painting these 2 upper corners up here, there's so much space up there that I got to thinking I really needed something else to put up there. So I was looking on Amazon for like tall vases, something over 24 inches. And then I think the same weekend we actually got the skeleton keys at the antique store. We went to Goodwill and we were dropping off some clothes. And my husband did not know that Goodwill was a store you could shop at. He thought it was just like a donation drop-off center. And I was like, yeah, it's a store. Let's go in. I'll show you. So we went in and found like 50-cent books for Hadley, which was fun. So got several books. And there is a lending library downtown that Hadley had found the day we walked down there. And she got, I think she took 2 books. And so we told her, it was like, we need to pick up 4 or 5 books, take them back down there and donate to the lending library because that's fun. I've always wanted to live near one because that's just really cool. And it was fun for her too, to get to see that and pick out some stuff, knowing that other people donated those. So that was really cool. So anyway, so we go into Goodwill and we're looking around and they're looking at toys and stuff. And I told him, I said, now you see what this is all about. I am beelining to the home decor section because I am on a mission to find stuff for these 2 tall shelves because there's so much space up there that it was really weird with nothing there. So I went, and I kid you not, within like 30 seconds, I found this vase that looks like it's wood with beautiful detailing on it. It looks very old, and it's probably 32 inches tall. Big vase, okay? $12, wonderful. And then I found a huge wicker basket that is probably like 2.5 feet around. Huge, you guys, huge. Look at that wicker basket. It is so big, but it perfectly fills up that space. And so we have another one of those fake plants up there, which is the sister in the set to that plant up there. And then also, when I was painting this corner up here, which was horrible and difficult, that little wicker basket you can barely see right there, there were 2 baskets up there, and that one is small enough. It's sitting on top of another basket just so you can kind of see it peeking over. And I love that. Look at how that giant wicker basket just fills in that corner. And I found those, both of them were $12 each. I found them immediately. It was such a steal, and they're perfect for the space. Up here is the wooden one. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Look at that. That's so pretty, and it's just so big that it's perfect for that space. So really proud about that. Love those. And then coming over here, this is an antique window that somebody made with a custom frame. So somebody loved that window, and I'm glad they did, and I'm glad they put all the effort into it because they actually made a box frame and they installed the light fixtures inside, and they ran a power outlet right here behind it from the room behind. So it has a dedicated outlet and you just plug it in. So when we moved in, one of those was burnt out. We went to replace it, and the light fixtures themselves were just disintegrating, falling apart, powdery, horrible. So a couple of weeks ago, my husband bought 2 new light kits, and we took it down. He installed those, and we cleaned it really good, and we hung it back up there. The thing is heavy and very awkward. It's all real wood. The side frame part over here you can barely see. Real wood. It's very, very heavy. So glad to get that fixed. That's basically just on 24/7, and we love it. It gives a nice glow in the evening. Up here we've still got some of my other coffee cups, and then the one I got my husband for Valentine's Day. Love it. And then of course our antique stove. We absolutely love this thing. The top was converted to gas, and it is awesome. We love it. I'm used to cooking with gas, but it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful space. So here are the other 2 vases I was talking about with that set of 3 with the other one that's over in the corner. So I just put some utensils in those. And what's funny is I'm still tweaking some things. Actually, this week I have a new spoon rest coming and a new salt and pepper shaker that are wood and stackable with a lid. So those are going to be so pretty. And like, I just think that wood element is going to be very, very lovely. So that will be fun. And then we've just got some things up here, and I stole some fake flowers from an arrangement in the living room. And this is an orange colored vase. It's kind of hard to see, it looks brown. I guess it could be brown. So I thought that would be perfect over here in this corner where we did the orange on the wainscoting. And I do love it with it all done and together. And then something just kind of utilitarian is we installed this LED light that lights up the cooking surface because it's very much needed. Because having this kind of over this kind of creates a shadow on the stovetop. I've also got this plant hanging thing here with nothing in it for now because I did have a small plant in here and then I moved it somewhere else, so I've just not decided what to do with it yet. One thing I've not showed you yet is I got these little wall decor things from Amazon. They look like vintage butterfly images, like people who collect them and like pin them to boards kind of thing. And I love butterflies, so I thought that would be pretty. And then the background where it looked kind of aged and dirty goes well with all of the decor. We did those paintings up there because we just have so much space to fill. And then we did these little wicker designs here. And I'm not too sure if I feel like something else should be added, but what we did is we centered those in between where that plant ends and the other wall. So there's room to add something else up there, but we don't want to get like too carried away with way too much stuff up there. Just want it to be nice and, you know, flattering, not overwhelming. And this was a very last minute detail, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to see with the sun, but this wall up here was white, and I was not planning on painting that green until the moment I started painting it green. And my husband came home from work and I was standing on the sink or the kitchen counter, and as he came around the corner I said, I have a surprise, and he loved it as much as I loved it, and it's great. This again is a Vine Leaf is the name of that color, and we have it throughout the house and in our bedroom. And because it goes so well with the orange, we used it here too as like an accent wall on this wainscoting. This little chunk doesn't go all the way up, the cabinets there, see they overlap it. So we did that, and then this is a beautiful wood mandala I ordered on Amazon. And I thought it was just gonna be orange, you guys, but look, it's actually wood. I was so impressed when that came in the mail. That is so gorgeous. Prettier than I even expected. Okay, so then we've just got our calendar, and then this area was left open, and we just recently decided what we're gonna do there. I also collect magnets from when we travel, and this is one that we just picked up. We just got back from Galveston Island, Texas. And so that was a fun little magnet, and none of these appliances are magnetic. So at our old house, we had magnets on our dishwasher and on the side of the fridge and all of that. And we can't do that here because it's all stainless steel and it's not magnetic. So I just ordered a 20-inch by 30-inch magnet board that's wood trimmed, and I'm gonna hang that sucker right there below the calendar and get our magnets on it, because we've probably got like 40 magnets from all the different places we've been, and it's really fun to kind of continue that tradition with coffee cups and magnets and just kind of carry on. Here's the view when you're coming in from the dining room. It's very bright right now. One other thing we did too is all of these pools were rooster heads, which is nice. I think you can tell they had a very specific theme here. And, but there were some of these as well. So the previous owner had left like 15 of these. So I immediately, as soon as I moved in, swapped out the chickens for these beautiful little, just clear things. But I didn't have enough. So when we went to the store recently, we picked up these to fill in the rest of any that were missing. So they don't all match, but they're so close, I really don't care. And them being a little bit different kind of feels eclectic. There's no, I guess that spot I just showed you there is the only place where they overlap. You can see the big newer ones here, and then way up at the top are the little ones. And I love it. We've got the little ones over here that were the ones that were left with the house. And then this rug is also from Amazon. I love this. This is also from Amazon. A little magnet for the dishwasher. This literally saves my sanity. Sometimes I have no idea if it's clean or dirty, and I get frustrated digging through the dishes trying to figure out, is that clean? But is that really clean? So, I mean, my husband forgets to change this all the time. I bet you money that everything in here is dirty right now. But we'll just see. But anyway, since this is not magnetic, I had to use one of these to get it to stick. But anyways, love that. And got this fun little funky drawer down here. Which honestly, you guys, this is all the previous owner's stuff still. It got left and I've not gone through it. What is that? That's kind of pretty. Looks like oh, it opens. Well. Oh, butterfly curtain hooks. That's pretty. Little cow thing. Oh, there's another one of those things. Anyways, so fun little drawer. Eventually we'll get that cleaned out. And then one thing I love too is that this cabinet has this built-in divider. So that's nice. Keep your cookie sheets up there. One last thing I want to mention because I'm silly is I also got this on Amazon. It's called the Bag. Yeah. Isn't that cute? But it's cute. It goes with kind of like the flower boho theme. And we use these a lot with our pets. We reuse Walmart sacks a lot. So there's that. Also, this branding iron was left in the house. We found it under the wood stove. It says Arkansas. And then it's got a Razorback. Arkansas Razorback branding iron. Pretty cool. So we just kind of hung it up here to keep it there. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed the tour. And we'll be bringing more updates to you guys in the near future. About to be starting some spring garden prep. Super excited about that. And we are currently in the middle of remodeling our girls' bedroom. And I have been filming that. So, hopefully in the future that will be like a full start to finish makeover video for you guys. Really excited about that. And oh my goodness, the bird feeder we just put out on the fence in the courtyard yesterday has birds on it. Look, oh, they just literally flew off when I came over here. Okay, there we go. We're zoomed in. So that's the courtyard fence. And that bird feeder right there, that came from the old house. And we just hung that up yesterday because we were cleaning up some stuff and getting some debris out of that area. And this is my view from... one of my views from the kitchen sink. Anyways, we also will be doing, after we get the girls' room done, we'll be doing kind of like a game room or a teen room upstairs. We keep calling it the loft, but it's not actually open to anything. It's just the upstairs, but it's this big area, well, big area in between two of the bedrooms. And it's big enough to do like a couch and an entertainment center and some things for the kids. So right now we have like an old janky chair, a filing cabinet, and an old small TV up there with the Xbox for the kids. And we decided that we wanted to make that more of like a cool space for the teens. When they want to watch a movie upstairs, it's like a teen movie. But our 7-year-old wants to watch a Disney movie in the living room on the big TV, whatever, or vice versa. Then there's another place, because right now the only place where we have like a TV that we really use is the living room, and that's it. So with 3 teenagers and a little one, we decided we would do that. And myself, my husband, and 2 of our teenagers and our 7-year-old all love Harry Potter. So we are doing a Harry Potter themed teen room, and I'm so excited. I've already pretty much picked out all the stuff on Amazon that I want, and I'm really excited about that. So it's just kind of in time. As things get further along down the road, we'll do that. We're going to wrap up the girls' room first, and then we'll start that teen room, and that's going to be a blast. And we have a few small projects down here we will be doing as well. Most of the downstairs is done now, but there is this the pass-through laundry room. You can see it's still the lime green. And then this other wall here that leads to like a tiny pantry. It's lime green inside there, you guys. I have the light on right now, so I'll show you. See? lime green pantry. My husband and I got that nice and organized last weekend. Mostly him. He did most of it. It's really thin shelves in there, so we decided to use it for cans and like baking goods. So anyways, that's nice. And that little, behind those little janky doors is where the hot water heater, heating and air and everything are. Anyways, I have a fun idea for this space to really make it over and fix it up. And you would think it'd be a small project because it's probably like an 8x4 room, maybe even 6x4. But it's not, because I'm going to have to paint every single one of these shelves. You know, all sides, inside, all that jazz. So that's going to be a lot of work. Same for in the pantry room. So this space, laundry room and pantry, is going to be one project we'll do all at once. I don't know if we'll film it. I'll try to, because it's fun to do that. But it also just takes so much time to film what you're doing. So anyways, but I'll definitely bring you worst case scenario, the finished product of it, because it's fun to share that with you guys. So anyways, I'm sure this is a lengthy video. I hope you've enjoyed the tour. Right over there is my sun porch that I painted pink, and I am going to repaint it, and I'll show you why. It's not quite the vibe I was hoping for, and once I lived with the color, I did not love it. You can see how bright it is. It's a beautiful color. It's just not really what I was going for. Here's more of what I was going for. So see, I got some new samples, hung them up, and I'm leaning more towards this right here. So that's how light I would really prefer this pink be. So you can see there's a vast difference there. So eventually as well, we'll be repainting this pink. But because it's already painted, not a big deal. But it will eventually need to be done. Oh, being a good girl. But it will eventually need to be redone. But again, not urgent. I want to get the kids' rooms and stuff done. The boys just want their rooms painted. They got new beds when we moved and a couple of other things. So they don't really need like a full makeover. They just need the rooms painted. So the other rooms are much bigger projects. But anyways, the other rooms we have left. So that's what we'll be working on in the near future. Stay tuned. I'm going to be planting some spring bulbs really soon. I'll bring you guys along for that. We'll also be making a trip to the old house to dig up, get this, all 3 fruit trees we put in last year. And several of our ornamental trees that we put in last year. All of these trees I'm talking about are presently like 6 to 7 feet tall. We're going to dig all those guys up, bring them here, as well as some roses and perennial hibiscus. We're going to bring here, oh, and also pink fountain grass and zebra grass. We'll be bringing those here. I already have an idea of where they're going to go in the landscape. I'm super excited to do that. So I'm hoping to do that one day this week, but we're just going to see how that goes. I'll film it whenever we do it and bring it to you guys so you can see where we're including that in our new landscape, because the trees, the fruit trees and the ornamental trees, if you didn't see my previous YouTube channel before this one, the one that got hacked and lost and stolen, those trees all went into a new orchard area in front of my old big garden, which was a 7,000 square foot vegetable garden space. And we just mowed around that because obviously it was an orchard. Well, since that home is going to be now used for a different purpose, we won't mow that area anymore. We'll just mow around the house. And so that area is going to grow up. We're going to maintain the cottage garden and most of what's left in it and just kind of keep it as this kind of wild space and let the perennials hopefully thrive. But everything else around that, including the big garden and all of that, is just going to grow up in pasture like it was before. And so the 7 to 8 trees in the orchard, as well as the 4 pine trees around the big garden, we're going to be relocating all of those. Either here or closer to the house, at the old house, so that they can thrive and be easier to maintain while we let that field just kind of lay. So anyways, so those videos coming up. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I know this video is long. If you're still here, I love you. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Mwah.